Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video I'm going to be going over if the Darkening of Tristram event is worth using on opening night for the leveling process on 1 to 70 for a fresh season. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, I will kind of show you how to get to the event, and I'll kind of play through the first little bit of it while I'm kind of talking about the different testing I've done. So when you create a level 1 character when the season starts, you're going to just want to create a game on like hard or expert. I've found that master is just a little bit too hard. I mean, it is a huge buff, but things hit just a little bit too hard. I like to stick to hard or expert. So I play on hardcore. We usually stick on hard just so it's a little bit easier and things don't hit so hard. But yeah, you just do adventure mode, start game. And as always, when you're a level 1 character, you're going to want to grab the weapon off of your follower. So you come down. You can use the Templar usually for most classes. For DH, you might want to use the bow from the Scoundrel and etc. But usually the Templar weapon. Then you're just going to go to the Act 1 waypoint, the Old Ruins, and you'll see this little icon here. That's the Darkening of Tristram event logo. It means that you go here. Now when you take this waypoint, you're going to want to come down to the southwest. And then you'll see by the fountain, you got this town portal little icon here. And then we're going to want to go to the northeast. So it's kind of a long walk, but they're kind of simulating what it was like in Diablo 1. If you ever played Diablo 1, you kind of had to go to the northeast to get to the cathedral entrance. So you kind of go all the way up here to the northeast. And then just like in Diablo 1, there will be the guy laying outside. And in Diablo 1, he told you about the butcher. And sometimes this weapon is worth checking, but here it's garbage. It rolls what I've seen like 4 to 9. But yeah, now the nice thing about the event is there's a couple different spawns for the level layout. This is one of them, and I found if you get this layout where you kind of enter the door and come immediately to the southwest, there's almost always a shrine here. So it's a pretty good chance you're going to get an experience shrine. So that is something to consider. Your odds of getting an XP shrine is a little bit higher when you do this. Now, what I have found is if you get this layout, that's a pretty good win. You should always check weapons, I guess, and that one's pretty decent there. But yeah, so what you do is you just kind of start clearing as normal, and it's going to simulate kind of a level 1 type of skeleton zombie scenario, just like in Diablo 1. Now, the XP is pretty good. From what I've noticed in my different runs and testing and stuff is that it does kind of compete with my normal method. In my previous videos, I said I like to clear Halls of Agony level 3 until level 11, at which point I'm going to go check the vendors for rings and amulets, and then we're going to start doing rifts all the way to 70. I should maybe turn down the sound a little bit. I don't know how loud that is while I'm talking. Let's just put it at 2. Okay, so yeah, where was my train of thought? Yeah, so usually we like to do Halls of Agony level 3 until level 11. I think that the event is a little bit faster in that process. So you might save a minute or 2 on the leveling process just because this is kind of like a rift, so there's no dead ends, but it's going to be basically similar to the method that I've been kind of showing people what to do. I don't think you're going to want to do this event until like level 30 or all the way to level 70 or like clear all 16 levels of it. I don't think it's worth it after that. From kind of what I noticed on playing is after you hit level 5, so like the first 4 levels are going to be the cathedral layout, what you see right here, and then when you get to level 5, it's going to switch layouts, and it's that crappy layout with all the doors constantly, and the density seems to go down, and the mobs are a little bit more ranged and a little bit tougher. So I think if you're going to do it, just stick to the first 4 levels. If anything, play the first 4 levels a second or third time instead of progressing to that 5th level. Just go back, like make a new game and restart the event and go to level 1 with the higher level mobs. The mobs will scale to your level. So if anything, I would suggest, yeah, go back and restart it at level 1, because I think like I would rather rift than play all 16 levels of this event. I don't think it's better than rifting. But I think it's worth it if you want to play it a little bit to get to like level 10, 15 in that area before you unlock rings and amulets and start rifting. I do think it can be definitely as viable, or maybe even a little bit better than the Halls-Vagany 3. So something to consider if you're looking to... I'll get out of here while I'm finishing up talking, but yeah, just something to consider if you're wanting to play the event. It is viable, I believe, for the first few levels, but I wouldn't play it past about level 15 in my personal opinion. And if you are going to play it past that, I would say once you get to level 5 to restart it and play the first 4 levels again. I don't think it's going to be great playing the whole event through. It didn't seem good in my testing. If you experienced something different, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what other people think from their testing, but that's kind of the gist of what I found while I was playing and comparing it, and you know, I had a stopwatch going, and I was kind of comparing what level I was doing the event versus what level I was doing Halls-Vagany 3 versus what level I was if I just did rifts from level 1. And what I kind of found was the event and Halls-Vagany 3 are kind of similar. The event might be slightly better. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna conclude this video of going over if the event is worth it as a fresh season level 1 character on playing it or not. And, you know, definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck in Season 16. Peace.